Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. So if you are new here, I just want to introduce myself. I am Nick, you can call me Soulless, and I do have a few reactions of PondPhuwin. So I've done Me and T and I've done We Are. Now I just want to talk a little bit about my thoughts on PondPhuwin because I haven't done I have done one of their moments before, which was like a Jasper compilation, but I do want to talk a little bit about them. So I have actually seen Never Let Me Go. I've also seen Fish Upon a Sky. Now I've seen We Are, and of course Me and T, right? I liked PondPhuwin in general. Like I've always kind of like liked them. They've kind of always just been there for me, right? But I feel like that changed when I saw Me and T. I kind of realized, oh, I feel like they're like I think I really enjoy these two people, like just as human beings. I feel like from just seeing like a few of their moments off screen as well, I'm just like, there's something about them that feels very like they're very comfortable with each other and they feel very genuine. They don't go out their way for this insane fan service, right? When I look at like couple moments, right? First and foremost for me, it's about, yes, fan service can be fun, but I also love seeing like a genuine care for each other, genuine concern. I have seen like some things about this interview that we're watching today. So this is the first ever like English interview that Pond and Phuwin have ever done, I believe, which is on the Zang show. And I saw this and I saw some clips and I was thinking, hold on, people want me to react to PondPhuwin, so why don't I just watch this interview? Because I really loved what was being said. So I really want to go through and just watch the whole thing with you all. When I see the word peaches or peach, I just think of the show, to be honest. I'm excited for season 2. Alrighty, guys. So if you would like to support me, I do have a Patreon in the description down below. I will be doing, so usually there's early access on Patreon. I will be doing Jasper Couple Moments Part 2 because I've done Part 1 already. I might try and do a bit more on Uboom and Perth Center though, just because the fact that I haven't really done their moments yet. So I definitely want to try and focus a bit more on them. But I'll still cover like these two and Jungdunk, of course. Yeah, if you guys want to support as well, I do have I do have a YouTube, which is where you're watching this, I assume, or Patreon, whatever. But yeah, feel free to subscribe. All the stuff is in the description down below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and let's get into this.
Hello, beautiful human. I'm Zach, that's Dan, and we welcome to the studio two Thai icons, two trailblazers in the world of television. Please say hello
Exactly.
to Pond and Phuwin, everybody.
Yo!
Hi guys, nice to see you guys.
It's a pleasure as well. You guys are our first time appearing on Western media as well, so we're really nervous.
Really nervous right now because this is like the first time that we into English.
Yes.
Wow.
Don't be
Okay.
nervous.
Sure.
Release.
Thanks.
Release.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. Let it loose.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, I was so amazed.
First of all, I want to say that I really appreciate that Zach Sang is going out of his way to make them feel comfortable. I think that, I think Zach Sang is LGBT, right? I assume he's probably watched some of this Thai BL as well. He's also did interviews with Lycan and Jeff Satter as well, which let me know if you guys want me to react to them as well. But yeah, like I think it's really cool that he's trying to make them comfortable, right? That's very important. Yeah, they would be so nervous. It's their first English interview. And by the way, yeah, we know that Phuwin is very fluent in English, but I'm very impressed by Pond as well here. Like, fantastic. Because learning another language is not easy. I've tried learning Japanese at the moment. My God, it is so hard.
When we walked into the studio, because it is so big. Like everything is massive here, and like okay, we understand now why like this is the center of entertainment.
Wait, okay, describe that for me because we were watching you guys do joint media pretty often,
Yep.
and you have been on a bunch of Thai talk shows.
Yeah.
But it is different. Like I was looking at one photo of you guys on the couch. You guys were like dressed in like identical colors, and there was not much room behind you.
Yeah. So usually with our setups, back in Thailand, it's a studio, all right, but it's only like one side. So it's only the side that the camera faces. And the rest is just crew and everyone.
Yeah.
So this is very new to us as well.
Yeah, it's like a 360 thing. There's nobody in the room.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Just for all of us.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting us as well.
You mentioned this is like your first time doing Western media. How does it feel to you like even be doing that?
Yeah, for me, I think that I am so nervous right now because like when I was in Thailand, I usually speak Thai. I don't get many chances to speak English like this, but I mean his accent is really good, by the way. That's why like, yeah,
Yeah, but your English is fantastic.
thanks.
Can you please educate me
Yeah.
on what Thai BL is? Because that is the primary vehicle
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
for why you're here doing
Yes, yes.
this Western press. Because these shows
Mm-hmm.
have transcended borders, languages, I mean, generations.
Yeah.
The power of this is kind of like once in a generation. And I'm not really blowing smoke. I'm being honest. So
Thank you.
can you educate us on what Thai BL is? Because I watch, but explain the
Okay.
genre.
Okay, let me try to put into something that's very easy to understand. So it's like with any other type of film, any other type of series. It's just a genre, right? And I think the main difference between like something you would have like over here, right, is that with these plot lines, with these storylines, is that it doesn't really matter who you are, what gender you are, or what it is, right? It's just a love story or um, any gender coming and playing together out in a series or in a media format. And I think that that's why it has resonated with a lot of people around the world because it goes beyond um, normal narratives. It is just basically a story of two people, no matter who they are.
Yep. I agree with him because like when I was in Thailand and when I started to film Boy Love series, right? I thought that actually I was so nervous as well, but I thought that it was something that we have to try and like, try to represent like the love story and like to open to the worldwide, something like that. Because I never thought that we're gonna have much fans like this. Yeah.
Let's start at the very
They're
beginning.
huge.
Yeah, sure.
Is it true that you meet for the first time in just a normal conference room?
Yeah, that's
this
true.
is
Yeah.
my first time.
I heard that they didn't like each other that much at the beginning, which is so interesting when you see how like they act now. They give off like married, comfortable couple vibes. You know what I mean? Like they seem so comfortable with each other. They've done what, 5 shows together. If you count like this, like the Owl Sky or whatever you call those ones, I haven't actually seen any of them, so I don't know. They've done at least 4 shows, right? So they've been together a long time since what, 2021? 20 When was Fish Upon a Sky 2020? 2022? I don't remember when it came out, but yeah, really cool to see for sure.
So before that, I was already working as an actor and an artist. However, this was my first project as a lead role,
Mhm.
and this was also his first project
Yes.
as an actor as well. So
Really?
Yep.
we got into a conference room with a couple of other actors, and at first, none of us were really sure what we were there for. We just knew it was this like project that needed 2 leads and needed a supporting cast. So we were basically there to like
Did they know it was
talk with the
BL?
directors, talk with the producers on what characters there are to play and where exactly will we fit in within this story, or if we will not fit in within the story or not. And that's how we first met at first, is that we didn't even know we were going to play with each other.
Yeah. What were your first impressions? Did you even have an impression of each other at first?
Like with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first when we were start casting at that time, I just felt like the chemistry, was because before I started all of this entertainment, right, I was a really shy person. That's why like before when the director gave me the script, I was so nervous and I imagined that how could I will like show or try to represent it.
Ooh.
Yep.
What the
Video's
heck?
still coming along. We're still working on it.
Yeah, but later after I play with him, I can feel like, yeah, we are much closer, something like that. I don't know how to explain, but
Mm.
So,
yeah.
do you remember the first scene that you
Also,
did together?
that's props to Phuwin as well, because obviously said he was quite shy, but Phuwin's helped him open up and I guess be more comfortable, right? So I think it's so important. Like they feel really right for each other because of just how comfortable they look with each other. I don't know. I love it. I love it a lot,
Together in that
genuinely.
Yeah.
conference room?
So we had 2 separate days, right? The first time we saw each other was in a conference room. I didn't think we really had any impressions of each other. because we were just in the conference room.
Yeah.
But we also had a second day where we did like table reads and we had like a chemistry test
Yes.
with each other. I remember when we were there, right? At first it wasn't me. We kept switching like partners around, and I was in the waiting room and I was watching them, and then he kept laughing. He kept laughing when he was playing with other people.
Yeah.
When he was in the scene with other people, like they took a look at each other's faces and they kept laughing.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
that? Like, could you just not take the relationship seriously?
No,
You couldn't believe it?
At that time, I thought that it was something like I cannot concentrate. You know what I mean, right? It's like when I was doing casting with other actors, I cannot. You know what I mean, right? It's like
Sorry, I'm just gonna take it back a bit.
I thought that it was something like I cannot concentrate. You know what I mean, right? It's like when I was doing casting with other actors, I cannot feel like anything. Just his face and trying to like exchange the script, something like that.
Yeah, because it
that's-
was also your first time as an actor.
Yeah.
Right? Or your first audition, your first everything, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how we
It's
got into the
crazy to think
industry.
What drove you to that audition? Like, what
Yes,
even-
thank you,
like,
thank you. Good.
What pushed you there to begin with?
Actually, when I was in university, right, I never thought that I would have be in this industry at all. Just like someone contact me and then they want me to do like casting, something like that. So then, yeah, I thought that it is a really good time and great opportunity. That's why I started doing this. Yeah.
What was the first scene you guys did together?
I'm thinking it's been quite a few years.
I mean, yeah.
อ๋อ
มันคือซีนที่เรานั่งอยู่บนเตียงสักอย่างหนึ่ง
แล้วก็ผ้าห่ม
Yes.
So the first series we acted together was a romantic comedy.
Yep.
And they had us audition a comedy scene, right?
Sorry, guys. I just realized I probably shouldn't make this in English. I should try and make it like Thai, since a lot of you are from Thailand. Sorry, let me change it so you know what's happening, and hopefully that will be good.
It was the two main leads together, right? My character was in the bedroom, like partially naked. This guy barges into the room. I cover myself with a blanket, right? He has no idea I'm half naked under.
Yeah.
So he's just like, why are you like hiding under the sheets? Why are you hiding under the blanket? And just pulls out the blanket. Yeah, that's the scene. So like that was why like at first he couldn't stop laughing with the first few takes, because we were trying to get the energy going in that room. Yeah.
Do you remember when the chemistry clicked? Did it click there in that room, or did it take a minute?
I think it clicked in that room.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's because that I can hold my laugh. You know what I mean, right? Because when I cast with other people, I cannot stop laughing at that time, because I think it's something that, like funny. Like I cannot.
It was a funny situation.
Yeah, funny situation. But then when I start to play with him, I can feel like can concentrate. Yeah.
You believe the moment.
Yeah, I believe the moment at that time.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because with a lot like comedy scenes, right? As an actor, right, or as a character, the situation is funny to the audience, but it's not to the character, right? And I think that he had that like revelation moment when we got in the scene together. So it was pretty lucky for
Yeah.
us both as well that we found chemistry pretty early.
I'm gonna say you guys have famously not got along at first. You've told that story.
So is that real?
Well, how should we explain this?
I think it's because like we came from like different lives, something like that, because how
So
to
we had like
explain?
very, very different lifestyles.
Yep.
And I think that we clicked very well when working together. But however, when it was off screen, like at first we did try to like connect, and we did try to hang out and go do other stuff, right? But at the time we also had the pandemic going on. So there wasn't much opportunity for us to really like
Yeah.
really, really get to know each other. So we only saw each other in like the studio settings, the work settings, and like the stress and overall everything about like working was already overwhelming us. So it made our off-screen chemistry kind of like a bit off.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like every time you see each other, you just think of work.
Just
and-
working.
Yeah.
Just imagine that you met someone and working all the time, no free time, no hangout. Yeah, I think it's really hard to getting closer at that time. Yeah.
Because like with coworkers in the office, right? Like you might have like lunch break or something together. Like you can go like hang out after work or something. But at the time with the pandemic going on, it was just like, okay, 6 a.m. to the studio, to the location, do the shoot until like whatever. And then everybody has to go home, social distancing and everything, right? Yeah. So that was why it was really, really hard for us to get along with each other. And we had really like different lifestyles.
Well, explain that. Well, how are your lifestyles different?
I think it's really hard to explain, but like maybe it's because of like I studied in Thai school, like really super Thai school,
Mhm.
but like he's graduated from like international school. Like, so I think
Mm.
that the
Very
lifestyle
different.
is so different at that
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
I think the easiest way to put it is philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had different philosophies of living life, and that made it really, really hard to connect with each other, especially when uh, you get you work together often, and you have similar career paths, but your end goals are very, very different,
Yep.
which made it really hard for us to connect with each
Mm.
other because we didn't really know what the other person was thinking or what they actually wanted to do with each other. So
Yep.
it made it really hard to connect. But one thing that I was really grateful is that whenever we got on screen or whenever there was a task that we had to do, right? We both came together and I think we did our part very well. But apart from that, like, uh, apart from work at that time, it was really hard to connect with each other.
I think the main problem is that we never talk to each other about the goals or the problems.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
why,
yeah,
like, yeah, it's we can get along at that time.
yeah.
I love how. So obviously we know that Phuwin can speak English. He studied internationally, as just said by Pond. But I just love how well spoken he is because, you know, I am the opposite of that. But I admire people that can be so well spoken. You know, I stumble a lot, I say a lot of things. Um, but I just love how well spoken Phuwin is. And I also love his voice. His English speaking voice was so good. Um, and again, I'm just so proud of Pond for coming so far with his English because he is understanding everything being said. You know, understanding the language is a very important part. So even if he can't necessarily like voice his thoughts and voices the words for everything, which he, by the way, he's doing a fantastic job. It's just so impressive to see this. And also, I did know that they didn't necessarily get along at first, but that's so interesting. I didn't think about the perspective of like the pandemic, right? I forgot all about it. So yeah, like I'm that it's so cool to just see how they are now. See, I started watching BL in like 2022, so I kind of was at the tail end of the pandemic with it, but yeah, it's really cool to see for sure.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, you bring up something very interesting: goals, and the two of you have become this duo that is massive
Mhm.
in culture and in this space.
Thank you.
Whether it was planned or not, there
Mhm.
was this deep chemistry that was formed between the two of you.
Yeah, yeah.
That I mean, you guys, how many movies in are we now?
We play for
Five?
like five.
Five?
This
Five.
is our fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is our fifth.
we're about to do our fifth.
Like breaking news, if this wasn't working, we wouldn't be at 5.
Yeah.
And if we didn't get along by the second one, then
Yeah.
we wouldn't be at 5 as well.
So can you tell me what changes? Because there has to be. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you guys aren't the best of
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
but there is a relationship that forms at least by movie number 2. No.
I think we're really good friends now.
Yeah.
I dare say.
Yeah, because I think like everything has changed since like after we finished like the first film, Fish Upon the Sky, right? But then later when we before we starting to film the second series, Never Let Me Go, like we have a like deep talk before start filming. That's why like we talk about the
Mm.
goals or like the problems, how to change, how to fix this, something like that. Yeah.
What do you realize after that? What do you realize after the first movie that you're like, wow, we need to sync up and
Mhm.
understand where we're going? Because clearly your life changes after that, right?
Yeah. I think one of the conversations that changed our relationship the most was probably uh, our goals in life because I think that with the first project we did together, we had very, very different goals, and we didn't understand each other on what we wanted from our lives, right? So in my part, I was purely like, I was an actor, I was an artist. So what I wanted from my career was to, you know, have many different roles that are different from each other. I wanted to be in the industry for a long time, have this thing last for a while. Meanwhile, with him, when he came in, it was more about of him being able to take care of his family,
Yep.
right? So with
Wow.
different goals, I think the approach to both of our goals are very different. But since we're working together, right? Since the methods are different and the goals are different, and if we don't talk to each other, then that creates conflict.
100%. Like, so you want consistency and you're willing to take risks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? Because your drive and your why, the fuel is,
it's different.
yeah.
Yeah, I think for the first project, I think I was too young to set the goals. I was just think that I want to get money for my family and that's all.
Of course.
Yeah, I never thought that. Okay, what
Which, by the way, it is completely fine for someone to say, "Oh, I do this because money." I think that is okay. Like, I think it's fine for these actors to admit that. I mean, as long as there's passion as well, I guess. And, it seems like Pond has found passion. But, like, the thing is like, it's not like from a place of greed, which is what, like, separates it from, like, when the BL actor says, like, it gives off the vibe of, like, oh, I don't really like this. I'm only doing it for the money. That does rub me the wrong way. But, like, from him, it's, like, from his perspective of his family, right? And I think there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think that's beautiful. Also, I noticed the red thread. That's so cute. Because I know that they both have one, right? Yeah, so I think that it changes things a lot when it's like, yeah, it's for money, but like for his family. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it just goes to show just how much he cares about his family. And I really respect that. And I'm glad that he found his passion on the way. And now he's doing music. And I'm really proud of these boys. Like, I really
should
am.
I do for the future, the goals in this entertainment industry. That's why like I just care about the money, something like that.
So did it take convincing to you to say, hey, because like, let's talk the it's not an elephant in the room, but like 4 out of the 5 of these movies are series are similar to one another, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. My God, I watched a bunch of episodes on what is it called? Rukin. There's like, you can stream it in America. It's on this. God, I signed up 2 days ago, and now I get
Really?
emails from Rukitin or something. I'll put a link below so you can watch it. But I also think of Rocketin. Thank you so much, Cam.
Mhm.
Yeah, we stream it on Rocketin here.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, dude, I love a bodyguard drama action.
Oh, yeah. Never Let Me
So
Go,
you watched
yeah.
you
Yeah.
watched that one, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed. Don't even get me started. But there is a similar
Never
thing
Let Me
between at least
Go.
4 out of the 5 series you guys have done, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
it is kind of anti this idea of being challenged or met with different roles
Yeah.
project to project, correct?
Yeah, a bit. These challenges are fun. As for me as an actor, I think that since not only with BL work, but with other types of work, right? I think that each has their own like set ground rules on how. So if we're talking from a business sense, right? There's a way in each work has to be marketed, whether it's BL or whether it's music or whether it's just like regular shows, right?
Mhm.
And I think like though there are ground rules set for each of these shows, and I think that it's also a challenge for us both as well to try and diversify and make it different from each other as well.
By the way, Never Let Me Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Never Let Me Go.
So good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
good.
Thank you.
I mean, you're an heir to this powerful, wealthy family. I mean, you keep him safe.
Yep.
By Never Let Me Go, you're in a different stage of your relationship and chemistry.
Yeah. I think in each of our series that we have done, in all of them, we are in different stages of our chemistry
Mhm.
as well.
Do you watch back and see that? Can you notice that in your performance?
Yeah. I usually watch back to my like previous project to like try to see my mistakes and improve myself.
I
By the way,
love
that's
that.
a big thing to do. Like, a lot
Yes,
of people are too afraid
100%.
to do something like that.
Thank you for
I'm too afraid.
acknowledging
I'm
that.
too afraid.
Really?
I don't blame you,
Yeah.
Phuwin. Like, I would
I
be
don't
too.
like watching my
but-
old works because I feel like sometimes I try to take a mental note on what I need to improve, but I don't want to watch it. I cringe at my own acting.
I was gonna say, how do you guys feel about Fish Upon the Sky today? But I guess
That's
You're-
my
you're
answer.
like-
You know what, like, I changed a lot since Fish Upon the Sky because like this is
100%.
my
You've
first
come
project,
so
right? And I
far.
never do acting before. And then for now, when I look back to watch this project, I feel so cringe and so shy every time. You know what I mean, right?
And when you look back at Never Let Me Go, how do you feel?
I think it's one of the most like the best project for me because like I like the plots of the stories. Yeah, and like I've heard that many fans from different countries like this series as well.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
He must have felt so good when
Relationship-wise, I think
Zach Sang brought it up then.
Never Let Me Go has helped a lot in terms of our relationship because we faced a
had
lot of
to.
hardships and challenges with the production of
Yep.
this series, and I think that those challenges really gave us an insight on like the type of people that each of us were, and really had us all like different shades of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that a lot of the times, right, you tend to get to know people very well when they're struggling, and we both struggled a lot with that series, with like everything from like script reading, production, getting into character, and everything. And I think it helped us understand each other a lot more on the different sides that we came from.
By the way, it's like not until you're challenged until you really get to see who people
Yeah.
truly are.
Yeah.
What was challenging about it? What was it about those characters that was hard to embody?
Everything.
Really?
It was really everything. It was like the characters, the production.
Yep.
You want to add on that?
Yeah, for me, I think like my character, he's like a bodyguard, right? I think it's really hard to get in because like it's really far from me. Yeah, and like I have to adapt and like to each other, something like that. Have to doing a lot of hard things at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, and production-wise, it was very grueling. Filming hours were insane. The locations were also insane. We barely filmed in studios or in like air-conditioned places.
All location.
Yeah, we were mostly on location,
Wow.
like on beaches,
It must have been
on
so hot as well.
in the middle of the road at midnight or
Yeah.
like whatever, right? And we had a lot of challenges with production as well. But I think that it was a really good life lesson for the both of us, and it
Yeah.
really helped us relationship-wise.
I'm
'Cause
glad.
it's not until you see like each other getting frustrated at things or like seeing what makes them tick off, right? Until you really understand the other party.
Yeah, and also I think like
Interesting.
while we were filming this series, we have a lot of deep talk too. Yeah, that's why like we're getting more closer to each other.
Deep talks rooted in what? Goals?
Yeah, I
Dreams?
think goals are like what do I need to change? Like
Mm.
the things that you don't like or I don't like. Yeah.
I
By the
love
way, those are hard
that.
conversations to have. And are you having those on the heels of realizing that this is a partnership that is going to last way more than just 2 series?
Yeah, it was also that as well. We started to see things as more long term with the second series.
Mhm.
So I think that since we both had that mindset, it helped us connect a lot more, and it also helped us understand each other more.
Do you remember the moment you realized that this was going to be a partnership that lasted for a minute?
Do you remember? do you have a specific moment in mind?
The
I'm
moment.
trying to think of mine.
By the way, like this whole thing is super rare in history.
Mhm.
Like this is like a very rare thing to have two people who have built this chemistry on and off screen and been able to carry not one but many
I think
shows.
the thing that I told myself at that time is that I need to respect him. Like when we were working together, like doing something, I think the most important thing is to respect and understand.
Mm.
Yeah, that what makes me change a lot at that time.
How's respect in what situations?
I mean, in everything, in every work, you know what I mean?
We had a moment during filming on the second series where we were arguing with each other.
Yeah.
We had like
Okay.
we had an incident where we both didn't respect each other. We didn't respect each other's time. We didn't respect each other's work and each other's goals. And that became like a really big argument between the both of us during filming. And while that lasted, I think we both had this like realization that this could potentially end this. And I think that moment really helped the both of us realize that, oh, but this doesn't also have to be the end. This can also be like be the start of something
Yeah.
new.
Mm-hmm.
And look where
So
they are now.
with that, I think that
I'm
we
so
both
proud of
learned to
these
respect each
boys.
other's boundaries, respect each other as friends and as the roles we were carrying, and I think that helped a lot in building this chemistry that we have now.
How is that disrespect manifesting? Was it showing up late, showing up unprepared? What was it? Like, what was the catalyst of that whole thing?
I started to look at myself first, and then I started to change myself, like in terms of um how to manage my anger or like every emotions that like I have to express at that time, because at that time while we were filming Never Let Me Go, I was just 21. Yeah, 21. And then I like I thought that the really bad thing is that using like anger more than like consciousness, something like that. Yeah.
Anger is the easiest emotion to feel.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I also overstepped my own boundary
How so?
with scenes or with like little things on like on how we choose to our acting choices or like uh, the way we deliver our lines or small stuff like that. And and since that we sometimes had like creative differences or um, a lot of things that were going on, which caused the both of us to clash a bit.
Mhm.
Does the fan culture
Interesting.
around your relationship influence your actual relationship? And did it fuel any of this?
Good question.
I would say no.
Yeah,
No,
no.
not at all. This is probably this is probably the first show we're also talking about this, like talking about conflict. Like
Yeah, look, I just want to say, like, Zach is really good with his questions. I think that he's always generally quite respectful when it comes to interviewing his, interviewee his his guests, that's the word choice. So I really love a lot of the questions that he asks, and it seems like he's very respectful, and I'm glad that he's also seen these shows as well. You know, like when you get interviewed by someone and it's like they're so uneducated, they don't know what they're asking. It's so important, and I love that he's created this safe space for them to be comfortable and not nervous. And look how like these two seem so comfortable with each other. um Also, didn't say this before because I feel like it's more important things to focus on, which is what they're actually saying. But they look so good. Like genuinely, their skin looks perfect. I love it. And I love their whole vibe together. I'm very proud of these two boys. I really, really am. And we get to see this more grounded side of them that maybe I haven't necessarily seen yet. Because I just haven't seen that many moments of them. So I'm really glad I'm watching this. Um, Pond's side profile is just so slay. But yeah, uh, no, I really like this.
the
I'm
conflict between
glad.
our relationship openly, because I'm pretty sure that none of the fans
Known this before.
have known this before.
Yeah.
Also, yeah,
Because we have never talked about this before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've never
Thanks for
spoken
the
about
honesty.
it.
And by the way, conflict is a part of creation.
But to
a
be
part of
honest, I
craft.
am so happy to talk about this.
It
you
feels
know.
good, right?
Yeah, feels good. Yeah.
God.
Oh, it's so
relax.
cute.
Jeez.
Look at his
Yeah, feels
face.
good.
It's so cute. I love it, Pond.
Like release.
Mm.
Release. There's a subculture of people who do really study your relationship between the two of you. That does
Yeah.
exist, right?
That does exist.
And they will look at every little everything.
Little
What is he
minor
what is he
detail.
talking
Yes,
about?
right,
I
improvement.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking
Is that-
about.
Was there any point in this whole thing where that weighed on you? And that came in the way of you being who you really are?
For him, I'm not sure, but for me, there is sometimes, because when you're being scrutinized on every little detail and being under the microscope, you tend to be more concerned about every little thing that you do. So
It'd be making you
I would
overthink a
say
lot.
it has had an effect on me. I try to be more conscious of my actions and conscious of what I do, conscious on what I say and what my actions convey. But at the end of the day, even if I'm conscious about it, there's nothing I can do to control their interpretations of it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it definitely has made me more conscious of it, even though a lot of times what they interpret, I read and I'm like, what are they interpreting from, from this minor detail that I haven't even thought of? Yeah, but yeah, it does have an.
That's
it
true.
did
That's
had an
true.
effect on me. Yeah.
That would be very
I think
scary
for
as
me,
well.
yes,
Out of
a little bit.
context dialogue.
You know, because every time when I got into a social media, I mean, okay, so I will give an example for at that time when like I rolled the phone and like seeing fans commenting or like doing something like that. I really hope at that time, even though we didn't get close to each other, but I hope that our relationship will be close like fan thought. You know what I mean, right?
Totally.
But I never tell him before about this, even like in Thai interviews. Like เมื่อก่อนอะ
Yeah, this is my first time hearing it.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like at that time I know that
Wow.
we didn't close to each other, but I really tried
He
my
wanted
best
to
as well at
be.
that time, like to like fix these things. You know what I mean? Like because when I work with someone when I was in high school, I used my heart more than like
Your br-
anything.
Your brain. Yeah, totally. You lead with your heart.
Yes,
You're an empathetic person.
thank you.
But that's a positive trait, but it also like it could catch you off guard or I don't know, throw you for a loop or
Hmm.
take the best of you sometimes.
Pond is
Yeah.
so cute. He's
At the time
so
when I was seeing other couples close to each other, I felt jealous a little bit. Like, how can they like manage to be close to each other? Because like some people might be come from like different culture, and then after they're like
Work together.
start working together, getting close to each other so easy.
you guys
But it's
talking
so
about
funny, like-
Jungdunk? No, I'm kidding. I have no idea.
Close off the screen, but on the screen, deeply close. Like not close off the. You get what I'm saying, right? Like
Mhm.
off the screen, maybe not as close as you would have hoped.
Yeah.
You get there, but your day job, 9 to 5, you guys are very. Do you think that's maybe what drove the divide?
I wouldn't say what drove the divide. I think it's actually the thing that brought us together.
Really?
Yeah, because one of the things that we have our goal, not our goal, but luckily we had agreed on day one since the beginning that we are going to try to be as genuine to each other, as genuine to the fans, and as genuine to what we portray out as possible. And I think that's why, even though we had our conflicts, our disagreements off the screen, at least what was on the screen was still very real. It just cut out the disagreements and the conflicts part out. So by the time that we solved all our conflicts, we solved all our
Problems.
problems, right? What was left was still the original genuine parts that we still had that we had for each other since the beginning. So I think that since we set that from day one, it has helped us a lot, and it has helped us work together for up to like this is our what 6th year?
6 years, yeah.
7th year together.
I think the
Not
big
6,
change is
7.
when we were finished filming the third TV series. Yeah, I think it's the big change.
We
Because
are?
like we have another big deep talk after we will finish filming the third series as well. Yeah, and I think like this is a big change that like changed us until now.
What changes after we are?
We try to do something that except from working, something like that. You know, when for the whole for VR series, we have been working for around like around 3 or 4 years, but we never going out to each other and like having some hanging out. You know,
Yeah. We started treating our conversations on stage as if they were off stage. So it we tried to like when we're on stage or when we're doing interviews or when we're doing or whatever, we tried to get rid of the mask. That was the boundary, and I think that helped a lot. And since
Which is why I think that, so many people love this pairing because they just feel so authentic. And I do say this about a lot, but I like that they don't overly force the fan service just because like it is like I love fan service, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying they don't do it, but I like the fact that we get to see like a couple that just feels so authentically themselves and doesn't feel like they have to try, like, because it's good that we have like different layers and different couples that give us different things, right? For example, I was talking about TT and Paul. They have that really like grounded, that cute like chemistry that I really love, and then you've got like the spicier ones like Jung Dunk, right? And then of course you've got Pond and Phuwin, and they again it's just another layer of like comfortability, if makes sense, like that I really love to see. And they all feel so different from each other, which is really cool, but like I just love it. And then you've got like the cheeky moments with like William S. There's so many different couples that each give off different vibes. Um, and yeah, I just love how genuine these guys feel, and it seems like they really value that uh the genuine feelings that they have for each other, regardless of what it may or may not be. Um, in my opinion, I don't think they're dating. That's my opinion. I think they're really close though, and I think they become really close friends. That's how I feel about these two. Like, if that's just my opinion. From what I've seen, you guys might disagree with me, and that's okay. Sometimes being Delulu is the Solulu, but yeah, I just regardless, I just love watching them. So yeah.
It made every interaction after that like 100% genuine between each other, and I think that really helped drive in the relationship.
Can you explain your individual processes of finding a character?
Do you mean in the series?
Yeah, like how do you actually become this character?
I love his
Do you have a
questions.
process? Is
Really
there
good.
just a technique that works for you guys?
Yeah, for example, for the first two series, it was really really hard to get into the characters. But like, I think after, but in VR series and me and T, I think it's about like while when we were doing the workshop, I think I can feel like more closer to him, something like that. Yeah, for me, yeah.
By the way, like your English is amazing.
Thank you.
And like, do you speak English and Thai? Your English is great.
And
Like,
Wait,
man,
why'd you go to
Mandarin.
an international school?
I'm sorry.
Why did you go to an international school?
My actually a bit funny, pretty funny story. At first I wasn't going to go to an international school, but my mom's cabin crew, my mom's crew for Cathay Pacific.
Cool.
So she thought that like, well, she was right. She thought that English was very important, and I'm probably gonna get to use it later throughout life. So she wanted me
Here
to
we
go to an
are.
international school, but my dad was an alumni of this Catholic school in Bangkok, and he wanted me to go same school as him, so they got into a big fight.
And
Then,
mom won.
the mother always wins.
Mom
So
wins.
yeah, mom wins every time. So that's why I went to an international school. I've not used English in like a couple years, so that's I used to think of my thoughts in English, then translate into Thai. Now it's and after I've not used English in a couple of years, I went back to using Thai, and now I have to use Thai into English again. That's why I'm taking time to rephrase my thoughts.
no, dude, your brain is amazing.
No, for
Yours
real.
too.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
real. We can barely speak English.
It's for
It's
real.
really
It's me
impressive.
too.
What is your technique? I mean, you have to have one. And do you memorize? I mean, do you memorize your scenes for the day on the day, or are you really memorizing the entire story?
Yes, I love these questions because I've
So
never.
for getting into character, for me, I'll try to read the
Sorry,
script.
I just love these questions of getting a different insight into like the Thai BL industry, and these questions don't get asked that much, so I really like this. I really like this because I just want to know like how this all happens. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wind it back just a bit. Sorry, y'all. My storage actually ran out. So I just had to delete a few things. Let's continue with where we were up to. Exciting.
Twice. One as the reader,
Ah.
the second time as the character. Then I'll try to get a feel for things as the character, like try to create like little.
Sorry, I just want to watch that back because I'm actually curious. Because I actually, for those of you that don't know, I actually have a bit of experience with acting, so I'm curious to know his perspective. So let's go back.
So for getting into character, for me, I'll try to read the script twice. One as the reader,
Ah.
the second time as the character.
Ooh.
Then I'll try to get a feel for things as the character, like
I love
try to
that.
create like little imaginary situations and try to imagine on what this particular character would react in that situation. So it's basically improvisation, but it's in the head. And then as for the lines, as for memorizations, I read the lines like a couple days before the shoot, like these specific scenes. Then I memorize it after I have it all in my head. I don't memorize it yet. I memorize it on the day. But at least I know what's coming and I know what the storyline is. I know what the characters are going to say. But I try to memorize it before I go into the scene to try and keep it as fresh as possible because I don't want to like
Yeah, so this is interesting. When I found myself doing acting, I found it was like I didn't like overly doing it, right? I feel like when you overdo the same script and the same line, sometimes you can get into a habit and you repeat the lines the same way. So when you're practicing a script, it's good to kind of practice it differently every single time and just be as authentic to the character and how that character feels as possible. Because yeah, it can be a bit like if you say the line and if you say it 5 times and it's the same thing every time, you're probably doing it wrong. Yeah, so you don't want to get stuck in a pattern.
ruin it by like over analyzing every little detail. 'Cause
Yeah.
not doing homework at all is really bad, but also over analyzing it also kills the freshness out of
100%.
it.
100%. You got to be present.
I just said the same thing.
For me, I read the whole script around like 2 or 3 times before I start filming. Yeah, but like the lines and the script, like the dialogues that I have to use for like for filming for each day, I remember like the day before filming because like I don't want to be too stressed or like thinking about
Yeah.
this what situation and like
Did you just say it takes you 2 to 3 times to learn it? Or did I misunderstand that?
if I too much concentrate about the script, I will be stressed and overthink.
Yeah.
And when the day that I have film, I cannot do it like much better.
Real.
Yeah.
What scenes are the hardest scenes to film?
I think the hardest scenes for me is sad scene, the anger scene, something like that. Is the most
Emotional
hardest
scenes?
emotional scene. Yeah, is the most hardest for me.
Interesting.
What's it like filming the love scenes?
You just going
It's
straight with
very,
the
very
good question.
also very hard. I would have to
What's
say
hard though? Okay.
we always have a intimacy coordinator with us at all times, but I think it's very hard because
What's hard?
with love scenes, right? There's a boundary between the script and the character, right? So with any other scene, right, it's easy to like go off script and improvise. So, like there's no harm in doing that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? But with these scenes, right, there's consent, there's camera angles, there's lighting, there's everything, and I think it's very hard since and for me at least, acting is freedom, but with these scenes, everything is really, really constrained, and everything has to be in place in order. There's a lot of practice that goes into it, and
Yeah.
I just think that it makes it very hard to try and balance being in the scene, being in character, and also balance the other things that you have to carry in mind. For
Yeah.
example, like blocking and like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this.
Yeah,
and this.
that makes sense to
I
me.
must not overstep this, but if I don't do this enough, then it's not gonna sell the scene or something like that. Yeah, I think it's very
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
Very hard
yeah.
to juggle everything in between.
What are those conversations?
Sorry. That makes so much sense to me. I love that he always says for him because like he's like trying not to speak for Pond. He wants Pond to have his own thoughts as well, and I like that he's kind of reiterating that point. Yeah, like that would make sense to me because you know those scenes are blocked in a certain way, so it is interesting. Like how much more in your head you can be during those
Like
scenes.
between the two of you before you embark on a love scene?
I will always go to him and say like, it's okay. You can do it. You can do it. Because you know, I think like when we were filming love scene, we have to talk to each other first. Like,
Yeah.
just want to feel free when we were playing this scene.
Mm.
Yeah, just want to make sure that okay, we are going to play this scene, and I want both of us to like feel free and be happy to play it.
Was it like that from the very beginning, or is that something that was acquired?
I think
Surely
that,
acquired, right?
It is also something that has to be acquired. With these scenes, there are a lot that could go wrong. It's very easy to go wrong and go off the rails, and you know it's very taxing both emotionally and physically also. So I think that with time, with experience, it has gotten like easier to get in the groove and everything. But at first, it was also very difficult to like, um, for the actors to be comfortable and the director to get what he wants. And I think it's very hard to juggle between these three.
You guys
first,
you guys should thank William for cock
But now
blocking
there's
you at
chemistry
the end
there,
of
right?
Me
You
and T.
understand? You probably have a language between the two of you that is like unspoken, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but like, does it become easier or harder because you know each other so well now? You're not just like strangers acting. You're like
I
two
think
people
it's
that
easier.
Yeah,
It's
it's
easier.
It's
It's
way
way easier.
much easier because me and T is our recent the fourth one, right? I think we don't need to have we don't need to do like much workshop before filming this series.
Because with experience, it also comes with like knowing on what the other person is okay with, what they're not okay with, and I think that helps way more on set. Yeah.
You share things that don't like so much of this experience and this journey has been shared amongst the two of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
How cool is that? That you have somebody there with you.
I think it's very unique for most actors, right? Your career is just you, so no matter how many co-stars you play with or whatever, you're just gonna be there for like a project or two, and then that's done. But for the both of us, a lot of our achievements are also shared.
Yeah.
So I think that makes it all the more, emotional for the both of us as well.
Speaking of achievements, can we talk about Me and Thee? That series is breaking records.
Thank you.
Can you break it down for us a little bit? I mean, come on, talk to me about Peach.
So the basic plot of Me and T is basically speaking out loud is weird. Like
weird, yeah.
explaining it out loud is weird. I play as Peach, which is this photographer, a freelance photographer that works for like, just with any freelance, works for multiple companies, right? And I happen to work for this. I happen to got this gig at this perfume company, and his character Kunti, right?
Yeah.
Get a grip, Kunti.
Happens to see a model friend of mine and wants to, there's no easy way to put this, but wants to pay him for a night together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with me being the model's friend, I get in the way, and without knowing that he's actually part of the mob, part of the mafia. And then so I get tangled into his life, but I also find out that he is a very weird individual. His character is very into soap operas. So his view of life is through the lens of a soap opera.
Yo, this show's genius.
So
It's so good.
everything he does, every interaction, everything he says are lines from soap operas in Thai, like Thai dramas and stuff.
Oh, give us one.
Old Thai dramas, something like Latri Savanakondu, something like that. Like good night, stubborn one. Yeah, the funniest phrase from like the old Thai dramas.
So there's this popular phrase that went viral. It's in Thai. It's Lati Sawat.
นะคนดื้อ
มึงพูดดีกว่า
ราตรีสวัสดิ์นะคนดื้ออย่าดื้อกับหมอนใบนั้นที่เธอใช้นอนฝันยามหนุน
which is basically translates to like, good night, you little stubborn one. I hope that the pillow that you sleep on tonight won't be any naughty to you. Which it doesn't really translate over well, but it's very like cliche. Yeah.
Hold on.
I think you have to like know like
You
the Thai
twist
to
it,
really
you
fully
get entangled in his
appreciate
life,
it.
and then you guys fall in love, right?
Yeah. Yes. Well,
He's like, duh.
he fell in love.
Yeah.
Well, his character fell in love. Yeah.
So Kunti fell in love first, right? Because of like his kindness. Because Kunti is mafia. He's like
Yeah.
never met someone, just like paying for the night, like he said before. But after like Kunti met Peach,
He went from like
He
red
started
flag
to
to
know
green
what genuine
flag.
relationships are like.
Everything
and,
changes.
and everything changes. Yeah.
Everything
This is a beautiful
changed
story.
when
Yeah.
Kunti
You gotta
attacked.
watch it. You gotta, like, watch Never Let Me Go. I'm big on it.
He's such
I
a
don't
big
know,
stan
really-
of this show.
Guys are very special. How famous are you in Thailand? Honestly.
I don't know. I don't want to tell about. I don't want to say about this.
Good question, actually. I assume
security?
very famous.
Can you go to the
but-
mall?
Oh, actually, I think one of the good things about the I'm not sure to say whether to say it's the Thai entertainment industry, or it's just Thai people in general, is that like I don't think you really need security or anything. Like, no matter what
I've heard it's
stage
very
of fame you
respectful
are
over
in,
there.
a lot of people respect your boundaries, and
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. We do get security
As it should
sometimes when we
be.
go overseas or for like major events and stuff, but most of the time in Thailand, I don't think anyone really needs any security.
Yeah.
I saw some videos of Est. Someone on my Discord server named Leafy, she shared me this while she was streaming. And I saw that Est needed well, he didn't need, but well, he should have had. He was overseas. I'm not sure if it was China or somewhere. He was at an airport, I think, or he was traveling somewhere. And God, it was so overwhelming. I think his manager or whoever it was like, trying to protect him. But, I can just imagine like if you aren't the most extroverted person, which I don't think Est is, just how overwhelming that can be, right? And even if you are extroverted, that still isn't something that I think people would want to experience. And it's something that he's not really experienced in Thailand. So I do hope that, these artists are getting protected when they do go to some, like at least some countries more than others. But like just in general, I think it's good to have like that. I'm glad that in Thailand it doesn't seem like that is the case. Everyone seems so respectful over there, and I really love that. And that's how it should be. I think Australia is pretty good too. So for those that don't know, I'm Australian, but yeah, like the US is pretty bad for it as well. I think I would I know China is pretty bad based on some of the Chinese BL actors like Ziyu and uh Tian. I played Chishong. Um, I've seen some things there, so yeah. I just guys, let's just be respectful to these artists. Yeah, like be respectful. They're all human, just like us. So, um, yeah.
Did any of the
Fortunately,
Yeah.
but did any of the pressure of the fame and success and the global reception of these series weigh on you as you entered into MeAndThee?
I don't think that it has really weighed on us that much. Luckily, because we've been doing this for quite a while, and we've been building our fans and our audiences throughout the years. So it's not like this, from like nobody to somebody.
Totally.
It's been this like journey of like climbing
Climbing.
and
And they're still peaking, which
slowly
is really
gathering an
cool.
audience. So I think that's lucky for us. But the big moment really came around a month or two ago,
Mm-hmm.
where we had a public event in a mall in Thailand, and the crowd was just insane, like
Yeah.
really, really insane. The amount of people there was way more than we had ever encountered in Thailand and even expected.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was really the eye-opening moment for us.
I'm so
Because
proud
we
of you
always talk
guys.
to each other
Really.
that like just working. Yeah.
Yeah, we our main goal isn't really to become like a phenomenon or like or be popular. We just wanted to you know do our
Do
do the series and do our acting, do our music to the best of our ability, and whether or not it's received well or not, it
I
isn't
wonder
up
if we're
to
gonna
us.
talk about
So
Jasper
that's
as
the
well.
mindset
That
that
would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
we've had since the beginning. Yeah.
And it's true. It is up to the public, right? It's
Yeah.
up to the fans. Have you watched Heated Rivalry?
I know what it is. I haven't watched it, but yeah, I know what it is. Yeah.
It's like queer love is more than having a moment.
There's such a
Mhm.
random
I think
transition,
it's only going to
but
get bigger.
yeah.
Is that cool?
Yes.
Is it
Totally.
isn't that-
Totally.
I mean,
It-
I think it's cool.
yeah. I think
I
it's
like
cool.
I think the shows are only going to get bigger.
I think that it's just
It
that
is getting bigger, which I love.
I wouldn't say that Asia has done it first, but I think it has become big in Asia first,
100%.
then in other medias,
Bro.
right? So I think that from now on, it's not just only Thailand or like a few select other countries. I think from now on, a lot of other sectors are also gonna be able to more openly share the story as well.
I
Yeah.
said it this morning. Thai BL walks so Heated Rivalry can run. You know, like
I've
it all
heard this,
really do
and I
start with the
agree.
Stuff that you guys are making.
100%.
Thank you.
It's really
Thank you.
special
Thank you. Thank
because it takes shows like the shows you're making for people to see love as love and to realize that it doesn't matter if somebody is straight or queer. it doesn't matter. Love is the same no matter
Yes.
who's involved.
Yeah, it's also one of the major philosophies that the directors and producers at our company have, is that whenever it's one of the conversations that we were given when we first stepped into um, these types of projects, is that
Okay.
they sat with us, they told us that, okay, don't think of it as, you know, as a queer story or like as an LGBT movie or
It's not,
something.
it's just a
not.
story.
It's a story. It's just
It's just a
two
rough
people
story.
with a story and a script or whatever, right? So
Okay. Now I love that. Don't get me wrong, I do. And I'm glad that GMMTV told them this. But GMMTV, interesting. Okay. As glad as I am that they said this, to be honest, how do I word this? GMMTV own Rise of Music, right? Why is there such a lack of LGBT representation in, not in the artists, but in like music videos? Why does it feel like GMMTV tries to stray away from their queer media when in certain aspects? For example, when it comes to film festivals and they submit their non-queer work, I'm just thinking like, do you not think that your queer media is up to the best? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm glad that they received that, but like, just because they said it doesn't mean I feel the same way about GMMTV. Not saying all of the people there. I'm just saying like some of the decision making at GMMTV could be a little bit better. And I hope that they feel like they can, I don't know. They've done a lot for the BL industry, don't get me wrong, but it's just, sometimes it can feel a bit monetary. Whereas I would like to see a bit more. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, guys. It's hard to word my opinion here, but you get what I'm trying to say, right?
So just throw everything out of that window. Just have the same mindset that people have of hetero stories. And if you have that mindset, then both your acting and everything will just follow.
It's true. And by the way, for factual clarity, the trials and tribulations of a heterosexual couple are the same as a homosexual couple. I know it. I've lived it. It's just true. So love is love is love is love, no matter who's.
No matter who you are.
All our actors in our agency are given this conversation. And I think it has also helped shaped a lot of the media that we put out also.
And as a queer human being, I say thank you for what you're doing, because it is genuine representation that is vital to the way society evolves. So thanks. It's a very cool thing. It's also very brave to a certain degree as well, because you get involved, you don't really know fully the reception is going to be, right?
Yep.
Throwback to like when we first started like 6 years ago, I dare say for him as well, at least it was true for me, like I was getting made fun of by my friends for doing this. But like I think I'm not sure in other parts of the world, but at least in Thailand, this is very normal now. And this is very accepted.
Interesting.
And I think that
it
it's
changed a
amazing that it has
lot really fast.
been accepted to this degree as well.
It changed so
Thank you both
fast.
for doing it. You
Especially
both
with
made
gay
music as
marriage
well.
being legalized.
You made
and-
music together.
Yes.
Yes, as well.
Is that weird?
No, not really.
No?
Not really. So, for the music we make together, are a lot of times are also intertwined with our series, or there are a lot of times there are original soundtracks.
Yeah.
So
It makes sense.
it makes sense.
It's in universe.
Yeah, it also makes sense. But we also have our solo projects. So he's not only an actor; he's also in a boy band as well.
Yeah, Jasper.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys are
He's really good at
educated.
dancing,
We
by the
love
way.
it.
Thank you.
And
He
rapping.
is.
Really?
He is.
Yes.
Not that much. Just practicing.
You're downplaying yourself. You're really good at dancing.
Give us a
and
sample right
singing
now.
And rapping.
Actually, this is my first dream when I was a kid. I wanted to be an idol, but then I started to get into this industry by acting first, but then trying to like improving my skills until like waiting for the members, and finally then I got a boy group.
Wait, so what comes first, Jasper or the movies?
The
Series,
movie-
I'm sorry.
The series came first at that time.
Actually, before the series, กูเล่าเองนะกูเล่าเลยนะ
ได้เลย
before the series, he auditioned for K-pop as well.
Yeah. I used to.
You really wanted to be an idol.
Yes,
So who pushed you into
Wow.
acting?
myself at that time. When I was a kid, around like maybe
I didn't know
16
that.
years old, around 17 years old, this thing just popped up into my head that I wanted to do something like performing on the stage. That's the thing that I wanted to do at that time. But then I didn't have much opportunity because like okay, so I lost my father when I was around like 13 years old, and we didn't have much money to go for this. That's why it's like my
Oh wow.
my goal for secret. I didn't tell anybody about this, and then I started to like doing something for like for part time to gain money for like learning, studying dancing. Yeah, that's the start.
That's amazing. Like,
He's so
by
hardworking.
the way, now you have the ability to provide for your family, and you get to achieve your original dream that like put you on this path to begin with.
Yes,
It's really special.
thank you. But I think all of this successful comes from my by working with him.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you know
cry,
what I mean, right? Because
please.
playing series come before having a boy group.
Totally.
Yeah,
How did you get involved with Jasper? How did they find you? Like, how did you join the group?
I think it's because of like so after we finished filming TV series and then after it got published, right? So the company provide us a concert that like you can show your ability, something like that. And then I started to dance to show like the CEO that I have a
they
skill.
even
You
know
happy
you-
that you could do
Did
it?
they know you could do that?
I think they know. I
But they
think
haven't seen.
they haven't seen
They
that.
know, but they haven't like seen it like on stage.
Yeah.
So once he had the opportunity to like show on what he could do.
Mhm.
Phuwin's so supportive
Yeah.
of him
And
and
then
his
later,
dreams, and I love
after
it.
I
Look how
started to show
look
they
how
can see
happy
my
he
ability.
looks when he listens to him speak
Yeah.
and talk
Mhm.
about him.
Yeah. And then
I
later,
love
after I
that.
started to show they can see my ability, and then they try to find members for me.
It's amazing.
It takes me
So
around
it
like
started with him,
4
and then
years.
Jung
Yeah, 4 years
joined, and then
By
they
the way, to
waited for
build
2 more.
that,
to build that.
but also you're building an incredible acting career.
Yes.
What? So how are you looking at your next acting challenges? And do you see the next series? The
Yeah,
next
what's
movie,
the next series gonna
whatever project you
be?
take on?
Because
Do you
replay's
see
no
it as
longer
the two
gonna
of you?
happen.
There's this conversation that we had before that even if we work together, we also have to be able to stand on our own.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the very important goals for the both of us. So
It just gave me chills
yeah,
because it's important, right? Your individual strengths make you stronger as a team.
as well, and and it also goes vice versa. Being stronger as a team also makes us stronger as individuals
Yes.
as well, and it's something that we've talked about since day one, and I think that we've done multiple things to try and do it. With him, with his group, and with his music. For me as well, with taking on other acting roles and doing music as well. And as for other roles, no matter whether it's alone or together, one of the things that we both always try to do is to try and diversify ourselves first of all, and try to. And the second thing is to try and branch out and do new things so that both our abilities and both our images aren't always in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
If you could make any project together next, what would you make?
I would say like we've also never shared this before. Like
A
when we
horror.
try to
I'd be
look at
traumatized.
our work together, we try to not have it be too close to the one we did previously.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one we did was a romantic comedy. Second one, Never Let Me Go, was more a drama.
Drama.
The third one was purely romance. The fourth one was like purely comedy. So for the next one, we've talked about like, okay, we
Action?
don't really want to entrench on like the four thing.
We haven't
the four
had action
genres we've
from
done
them
in
yet.
the past.
Action
So
fantasy.
it's probably gonna be things like other than that.
Action?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Maybe, probably, yeah.
action or like melodrama or
Mhm.
something like that.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see as well. Yes.
How exciting.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
You got to watch all the series. We're going to put a link below. They'll be there waiting for you. Final thoughts over there? I mean, we've talked to you for over an hour. I feel like your team is going to kill me.
I know. We gotta go. I just think we should talk about Overwatch for a second.
Oh,
Whoa.
so
yes, he
can
voiced
you
it.
channel your Overwatch voice for us? Who is Life Weaver?
I am Life Weaver.
That's right.
I voice as Life Weaver in the video
That's
game
so
Overwatch.
cool.
ชีวิตปกป้องชีวิต
Ah,
One of the voice lines.
Wait, do it again. Do it again. Do something else.
Life unbridled.
That must be
I
so uncomfortable.
don't remember the accent that well. But yeah, it's amazing.
That's so
That's
working
so
with, Blizzard.
cool.
Sick
Uh,
gig.
It's really sick gig. And also today is the 12th, tomorrow's the 13th. I'm having dinner with a few of the voice actors from Overwatch tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, because
That's so
all
cool.
the voice actors are in LA.
And have you met before in person?
I've had the opportunity to meet Carolina. She voices Sombra. She came to Thailand.
I don't play Overwatch, by the way,
around
but that's
4
cool.
months ago. So, and then we were talking, and then I said that I had a tour in the U.S., which is where we are right now. And so she was like, "Oh, she's gonna invite a couple of other voice actors from Overwatch for dinner, and that's tomorrow."
So
That's-
cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'll be
I
there,
love
talking in your
that.
character voices.
Probably.
That's so funny,
Excited as well,
imagine.
excited as well.
I gotta say, you guys are really special. Both of you won in a trillion, and you both should be so proud. But you should be so proud. You should be so proud of everything you've done and what you've been
Thank
able to
you.
provide for your family. And
Thank you.
God, it's still just the beginning. Is that like a weird thing to say?
No, it's not a weird thing to say. It's something that we've also said.
Yeah, we always talk to each other that like, I think this is the start of everything for right now.
Yeah.
Because like for me, in my opinion, I think that for the last 4 years, like we just started.
The last 4 years were trying to get everything into the right groove with each
100%.
other.
Yes.
But I think the next couple years are the proving grounds for us on what we have to do and what we are going to do.
Like real talk, your motives, your why is really pure, and I'm so deeply and loudly rooting for the both of you.
Thank you.
And you guys are gonna have such an incredible journey, and it's really special. Thanks for hanging out today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you as well.
Thank you. So yes.
Please come back, like as you.
We would
release,
love to.
yeah.
We would love to.
God, really cool. Like you guys truly won in a trillion. Pond and Phuwin, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
See you. Thank you.
Alrighty, that is my reaction to Pond and Phuwin on the Zang show, and I'm so proud of these boys. I really am, and I'm really grateful that Zach asked such genuine and important questions. I really loved this. I really did. Thank you so much for being with me today, guys, and let me know what I should do next. Yeah, I really appreciate every single one of you. So catch you guys in the next one, and I love these boys a lot. So yeah. Alrighty. Bye.